dogs! Lace up them kicks!
Explore a chaotic alien planet with over a dozen painstakingly created locations teeming with powerful monsters and enemies. With a unique scaling mechanism, both you and your opponents will become stronger as the game develops. Discover over 110 unique artifacts and gain deeper lore. Encounter a wide squad of 10 playable survivors, each with their own combat methods and abilities. Investigate the artifacts to trigger gameplay variables like friendly fire and random survivor appearances. Go solo or with a group in online co-op, or face dynamic challenges in the prismatic trials. Sid Meier's Civilization VI is a turn-based strategy game in which players seek to build an empire that will last through the centuries. Players might strive to be the apex of scientific progress, exert supremacy through military might, or nurture a thriving cultural center. 24 unique leaders from various nations and times are available to aid gamers on their quest. The game has 4 intriguing scenarios, each with its own historical backdrop and gameplay style. Players can explore new regions, improve their environment, and build dynamic districts to see their civilization grow.
Are you afraid of God?
No.
BioShock The Collection is a collection of remastered versions of the critically acclaimed BioShock franchise, including Rapture and Columbia. Players can explore Rapture, a submerged metropolis that has become a terrible dystopia as a result of unbridled ambition. BioShock 2 Remastered allows players to see the frightening metropolis via Subject Delta's eyes as he rescues his kidnapped little sister. The BioShock Infinite The Complete Edition tasks Private Investigator Booker DeWitt with rescuing a young woman named Elizabeth from a floating city hovering above the clouds.
When Rapture speaks of you, it says
Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour brings back a classic with explosive flair. The one-liners hit just as hard as the shotgun blasts, and the new episode crafted by original designers adds fresh chaos. Visual upgrades stay true to the old-school vibe, while enhanced lighting and re-recorded voice lines amplify the nostalgia. With fast-paced action, creative level design, and unapologetic attitude, this is a throwback that stands strong, reminding why Duke's legacy still packs a punch decades later. Demong Hunter is a fascinating virtual environment in which players must kill a fearsome insect known as a Demongs in order to restore peace. Each character has a distinct assault style and set of powers, enabling players to plot and modify their activities. Gold is an important component, since it improves character attributes and allows players to focus on different areas of their powers. Defeating strong bosses grants players unique artifacts, which improves gameplay. As players proceed through the volume stages, they confront increasingly harder obstacles and opponents. In Trinity Fusion, players explore dark sci-fi worlds and participate in quick, fluid combat. The game takes players on a randomized 3D adventure across the multiverse, complete with randomly generated locations and precisely constructed puzzles. Players engage in high-octane battle, employing weapons and attack techniques from fighting games. They confront 3 people from 3 different universes, each with its own set of powers and weapons. The game includes bleak landscapes, deformed creatures, machine-controlled forges, and hazardous soaring cities. Bullets Per Minute is a rhythm FPS game that mixes first-person shooting and music. As a Valkyrie, you protect Asgard against underworld forces with coordinated actions and weapons. Players must travel randomly created dungeons, battling 7 difficult enemies with distinct movement and attack techniques. To reach the ultimate monster, players must beat 7 bosses with different movement and attack patterns. The Overdrive update includes new characters' weapons, a new chapter, and 2 new difficulty levels, Practice and Hellish. Yooka-Laylee is a platforming adventure game with retro-inspired mini-games, racing, epic battles, and mind-bending puzzles. Highrise Towers is a vivid hub environment where players may discover hidden mysteries, acquire new skills, and interact with colorful characters like Trouser and Doc Quack. Players can evolve into numerous shapes and powers as they go, such as flying as a helicopter or rolling through narrow places as a ball. Yooka-Laylee is a must-play for platforming adventure lovers and newbies alike. Elsie is a fast-paced, rogue-like action platformer set on planet Ekis, which is rich in resources and ripe for scientific research. The game includes a bullet hell ballet, in which players must evade dynamic opponents while performing perfectly timed parries. Players may change the gameplay dynamics by making tactical upgrades, talents, and weapon selections. They can even engage in epic boss fights and vanquish biome guardians. The game also lets players team up with a second player character, Andrew, who has unique augments, weapons, and skills. Lil Gator is an adventure game with a large area for exploration and enjoyment. Players will meet a variety of personalities, fight intense fights with cardboard foes, travel peaceful landscapes and woods, and scale huge cliffs. Each region contains distinct objectives and fascinating personalities to encounter. Friendship is an important component of this vast globe, and players can meet a variety of friends to help them on their adventure. They can also express their ingenuity by crafting unique objects and learning new skills. ANIMUS Harbinger delivers a gritty, Souls-like experience with a dark atmosphere and challenging combat. Every encounter demands patience and timing, rewarding players who master its mechanics. The enemy design is menacing, and the boss fights are particularly satisfying. The art direction, while minimalist, adds to the bleak, immersive tone of the world. Customization and weapon upgrades add depth to progression. It's a surprisingly deep action RPG that doesn't hold your hand, yet remains accessible for those craving a tough, rewarding journey through a ruined land. Tribes of Midgard shines with its dynamic co-op gameplay, vibrant Norse-inspired world, and a thrilling day-night cycle that keeps players on their toes. Teamwork is key as players build, battle, and defend against waves of giants and creatures. The progression system adds satisfying depth, while seasonal events inject fresh variety. It's engaging, fast-paced, and rewards smart strategy and quick coordination. A great pick for those who enjoy survival action with a strong emphasis on teamwork and mythology-driven adventure. LIMBO is a platformer game that emphasizes puzzle solving and storyline above speech. Players help a defenseless infant escape from their starting position, facing hostile or monster individuals along the way. The game creates a terrifying environment with subtlety, generating anxiety and discomfort, making it one of the best horror games of recent years. The game's gameplay and level design are excellent, with no tutorials or obvious objectives to impede players' ability to solve puzzles. The game's controls are snappy, and the physics are wonderfully performed. A young kid finds himself trapped in the hands of a malicious power after embarking on a dangerous trip through a dark and strange realm. Inside, Play Dead's critically acclaimed indie adventure game immerses you in an immersive and compelling environment. Prepare to be fascinated by a seamless combination of heart-pounding action and mind-bending puzzles as you travel dangerous environments and meet mysterious individuals. Inside has captured viewers and won high accolades from critics worldwide for its stunningly gorgeous art style, hauntingly beautiful music, and unsettling mood. Two Strikes is a stylish samurai dueling game built around simplicity and precision. Each clash comes down to careful timing, where one wrong move can end the match instantly. The minimalist controls make it easy to pick up, yet the battles demand sharp focus and patience to master. Its hand-drawn art and atmospheric sound design set the stage for tense encounters that feel both elegant and raw. For anyone who enjoys competitive duels distilled to their purest form, this game feels rewarding in a very unique way.
Dunk-O-Rama!
Dunk Dunk is a stylish mix of arcade action and rhythm-based challenges that keeps every round feeling exciting. The controls are responsive, making each dunk satisfying, while the clever level design encourages quick thinking and precision timing. The music ties perfectly with the gameplay, adding a great layer of energy that makes matches hard to put down. With its addictive loop and simple yet engaging mechanics, the game proves how much fun can come from straightforward design and smart execution.
What you've got, who will rise to become the ultimate
WitchSpring R is a heartfelt journey with a unique sense of wonder and discovery. Its art style feels warm and expressive, while the turn-based combat adds a thoughtful layer to every encounter. Character progression is rewarding, and the world feels alive with small, engaging details. The soundtrack matches the tone perfectly, adding depth without being overwhelming. A quiet but meaningful adventure that grows more immersive the deeper it goes, filled with care and a gentle sense of magic throughout. A Space for the Unbound is a touching narrative adventure with a mix of slice-of-life warmth and magical elements. Its pixel art is rich with atmosphere, and the soundtrack deepens every emotional moment. Dialogue feels genuine, and the story tackles themes of anxiety, friendship, and love with rare sensitivity. Puzzle elements are thoughtful without being frustrating, making each step feel rewarding. What sets it apart is how naturally it balances the everyday with the extraordinary, creating a journey that lingers long after completion. Witch on the Holy Night is a brilliantly updated visual novel with an enticing blend of magic, intrigue, and breathtaking artwork. Moon's storytelling is at its best, building an engaging plot with rich character development and a compelling environment. The fully spoken dialogue and colorful HD images make the narrative come to life like never before. Even for those fresh to the NASAverse, the game provides an engaging and accessible experience. If you like rich writing and beautiful presentation, this is a must-read adventure that will stay with you long after the credits have rolled. Moonrise Fall is a fascinating game in which players take on the role of a youngster who discovers a mysterious woodland following a tragedy. With a diary, camera, and lantern, players must use their detective abilities to solve the forest's riddles and photograph its residents. The game combines brain-teasing tasks, classic exploration, and object gathering to create a strange and moving story inspired by real-life occurrences. Players may explore numerous areas such as caverns and mines at their leisure, eventually unraveling the events that led to the boys' captivity in this mysterious atmosphere.
Me too. I haven't really
The
been...
Forest Quartet is a 3D puzzle game about the disappearance of a lead vocalist. Players capture the spirit of the vocalist and embark on a journey through 3 acts, one for each member of the band. The ultimate aim is for the band to reconvene for a final goodbye concert. Players must solve complex riddles, face corruption, and confront their emotions. The spirit's capacity to interact with objects, produce light, and turn into butterflies is one of the game's distinguishing aspects. Cybertrash STATYX explodes with style and attitude, pulling players into a retro-futuristic world drenched in neon chaos. The pixel art punches hard, and the synth-heavy soundtrack fuels the fast-paced action. Combat feels snappy, with each weapon upgrade adding a satisfying edge. Enemies keep players alert, and the fluid level design encourages exploration without ever dragging. Dialogue oozes rebellious energy, fitting perfectly with the dystopian vibe. It's a loud, confident game that sticks to its vision and runs wild.
Hear this? Are you on that space station yet?
Still, there is a wonderfully designed, introspective puzzle adventure that combines profound storyline with hard brain challenges. Set in a lonely space station, the game takes you on an emotional journey full of mystery, comedy, and sadness. The puzzles seem organic, frequently requiring you to think like a genuine engineer rather than simply addressing abstract problems. Its unsettling atmosphere and moving tales set it apart, providing a unique combination of science fiction and emotional drama.
You don't want to, but you must hear this. Look around you.
Void Terrarium 2, the second entry in the series, transports players to a decaying environment populated with toxic mushrooms. Toriko, a little girl, is the last survivor of mankind, supported by Robbie, her robot friend. She is suffering from another life-threatening disease. The game includes weapon mastery, surprise bonuses, customizable partners, and terrarium maintenance. To save Toriko from certain death, players must travel underground corridors, collect materials, and create necessary tools. Candleman is a compelling game that transports players to a realm filled with mystery and enchantment. Players must explore a dark and frightening environment like a little candle with a limited burn duration. The game blends action and adventure aspects, with players traversing through fascinating locations full of hidden riches and mysteries. They encounter many animals and challenges as they travel, including hazardous traps and crafty foes. Candleman enchants gamers with its unique low-light gameplay, compelling plot, and lovely surroundings. Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition explodes with chaotic fun, embracing over-the-top gunplay and absurd humor in the best way possible. The skill shot system turns every encounter into a playground of destruction, rewarding creativity and carnage alike. Duke Nukem's one-liners add a nostalgic, hilarious twist to the already outrageous tone. It's fast, loud, and unapologetically wild, perfect for those craving pure, adrenaline-fueled action without holding back.
Yum yum! Blister juice!
This trip leads you to the peak of Montgon, a gorgeous mountain, where you'll experience the beauty of friendship and the power of working together to achieve a common objective. You'll befriend the mountain's occupants and learn from their experiences, forming long-lasting friendships. To reach the peak, you must acquire a magical broom, which improves your flying powers and opens up new pathways and adventures. Mika, the protagonist, will glide over the air, delivering parcels to the island's people and collecting money to purchase different brooms with various flying features. Dadish 3D starts on an exciting 3D platforming journey to save his wayward children from a fast food underworld. The game has 50 stages, each of which tests your abilities and reflexes. Along the journey, you'll face fast food-themed foes like sly fries and burgers. Your aim is to find 49 tiny radishes and one noisy possum, which are concealed throughout the stages. You'll also ride on a massive hamburger with a murky history. You'll fight 5 bosses. Each of them has its own set of problems and methods. The game is enhanced with a fascinating music and amazing visuals. Mangavania 2 thrives with fast-paced action and stylish pixel art that captures the retro spirit with flair. Combat is fluid, responsive, and satisfying, while exploration rewards persistence with hidden paths and upgrades. The gothic atmosphere and moody soundtrack elevate each moment, pulling players deeper into its eerie world. Boss fights stand out with inventive design and just the right level of challenge. A strong sequel that builds on the first game in meaningful ways and keeps the momentum high throughout. Mojito the Cat Animal Edition is a charming and relaxing puzzle platformer that's perfect for all ages. Guiding Mojito through colorful, blocky levels is both soothing and satisfying, with intuitive controls and creative level design that gently ramps up in difficulty. The animal-themed characters add an extra layer of cuteness, and the calming music makes it easy to lose track of time. It's a cozy, feel-good experience that's ideal for winding down or enjoying a casual session with family or friends. nGolf is a minimalist gem that combines puzzle solving with the satisfying mechanics of mini-golf. The clean visuals and smooth controls make each level a relaxing yet brain-teasing experience. As you progress, the stages get more creative, pushing you to think outside the box without ever feeling unfair. The ambient soundtrack adds to the chill vibe, making it perfect for quick sessions or longer playthroughs. It's simple, clever, and surprisingly addictive, ideal for players who enjoy casual games with a thoughtful twist. The Mooseman is a mesmerizing journey into ancient mythology, brought to life through beautiful hand-drawn art and a mesmerizing soundtrack. Exploring the spirit world feels both mysterious and rewarding, with each step uncovering rich cultural lore and atmospheric depth. The puzzles are subtle yet satisfying, encouraging observation rather than brute force. What makes it stand out is its quiet confidence in telling a story rooted in Finno-Ugric legend. This is a game that gently pulls players into a world worth getting lost in. Blanc is a quiet, heartfelt adventure told entirely through visuals and gentle interaction. The hand-drawn black and white art feels like a storybook come to life, creating a soothing atmosphere that invites connection. Cooperation between the wolf cub and fawn adds a touching layer to the journey, emphasizing empathy and teamwork. With no dialogue, the emotions come through clearly, letting the visuals and music do the storytelling. A thoughtful and tender journey that resonates long after the credits roll.
Looks like everyone went insane.
Syndrome delivers a chilling sci-fi horror experience that genuinely keeps you on edge. The atmosphere is thick with tension, thanks to excellent sound design and dim, claustrophobic environments. Exploring the derelict spaceship feels unsettling in the best way, with danger lurking around every corner. The story unfolds gradually, rewarding curious players with creepy lore and unexpected twists. Resource management adds a layer of strategy, making every encounter feel meaningful. If you're into slow-burning horror with a classic survival vibe, Syndrome is well worth diving into.
Then, the killing started.
As an architect and developer, your job is to create famous buildings that will be a sight to see. These sophisticated constructions are not only steel and glass, but complicated ecosystems that house a large number of people. Your role is to guarantee that the tower runs smoothly and effectively. You may build business towers, residential buildings and hotel constructions, as well as conference centers and music halls to hold large events. You may even design shopping malls and open sandboxes to build your own skyscraper. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.